Can you elaborate a little bit about opening with Chris Rogers and batting with him? You both had successful series, very different players, but obviously as a pair you click.
Yeah, I think I heard the commentators today say that when I get out, he gets on with it. So it was quite funny from them. But no, we compliment each other when we're out there. It's happened before where he's got off to a flyer as well, and I've had to rein it in a fair bit as well. But I thoroughly enjoy opening the batting with Chris. We communicate very well out there, and he keeps me in check as well. When I'm going, he usually says to me to keep going and still respect that good ball, and it's vice versa. When he I think he was facing Ashwin today, and he played that sweep shot, I went down to him and said, "Look, we spoke about playing straight. You got to do that, and that's what we have to do to see through him." And he quickly adjusted and did that.
Reverse swing was sort of one of the main things that you'd be hoping to get out of it tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely, and it's about how much of that ball starts reversing. I think we saw towards the end of the day's play there today that if you get the ball in the right areas and it is reversing a little bit, your nicks are still going to go through. So we're seeing the modes of dismissals throughout this game that a lot have been caught behind the wicket. So we know what the lengths we have to bowl. So to take 10 wickets tomorrow, when our opportunity arises, we need to get the ball up there.
Your thumb and your forearm, how much pain are you in and how much is it impacting you at the moment?
I was speaking to the medical staff today. They were saying that one pain you're going to feel a lot more than the other, and I couldn't quite feel my thumb at all out there. But I was playing pretty much on adrenaline. I took a few Panadols before I went out there, and I just let my natural instinct take over, and that was the way I was playing. And I feel good at the moment. But in some cases there when I was driving the ball, it was excruciating. But my job is to try and score runs for the team, and I'll always put the team first.
Just further to that, Dave, are you planning to field tomorrow, and do you think you're in any doubt for the Sydney Test?
Myself, I'm pretty sure I'll be playing if I'm selected, and I will be taking the field tomorrow. Yes.
What was your take on the Indians' conduct today, I suppose particularly in that final session when Brad was taking centre and Virat came up, and also the send-off to Mitchell?
Yeah, I didn't see the send-off to Mitchell, but obviously I saw Kohli lurking around there with Brad. But if that's the way he wants to go about the game of cricket, then let him be. At the end of the day, we do play the cricket in aggressive style, but we're not going to be in your face like that at all. I personally think what happens on the field stays on the field, and it shouldn't be brought off the field.
We've seen the relations between both sides pretty tense in each of the three tests. I mean, how would you describe the feeling between the two sides at the moment?
Off the field, I think it's always going to be pretty good. With all the games of cricket that we play around the world. And on the field, as I said in previous interviews, that when you put your international cap on, it's a different story. When you're out there, it's aggressive, it's hard cricket. We play to win, and both teams want to win, and they're prepared to do anything they can to win. Stepping over the line is probably not the right thing or the right way to go about it. Letting your bat and the ball do the talking is probably the way to go best.
With the series on the line?
As I said, when we get the opportunity to come out and bowl, we've got to take 10 wickets, and that's all we're going to be doing. We're going to still be playing our in-the-face cricket as we normally do, but we won't be stepping across that line.
Dave, what did you make of Virat's press conference yesterday afternoon?
Yesterday? I actually didn't quite hear all of it. I heard a few comments, but as I said, it's his own opinion. We got 160 odd. He's allowed to say what he wants, and if he think that's the right thing to say, then that's up to him.
Last one. David, you spoke about not stepping across the line. What is this line? Or could you speak about?
It's one that you can draw there and you don't step over. Simple as that.
Where does this stop then?
Oh no, it's just a figure of speech, isn't it? We always say that. But I think it comes down to the umpires or the ICC finding people. I think there is a line that you can't cross, and I think. When we talk about sledging and stuff, it's more, can be, anything more than what we're talking about. Physical contact or, verbally swearing or something like that. That's when it's got to be cut out.